we should be out of here in just a few seconds. Just as soon as I go inside that cave you saw there. So that cave, that's only there in Platinum, by the way, not in Diamond and Pearl. So what's inside of there, you may ask? Well, just a couple of items, including one item that's hidden. However, if you have the event Regigigas from the movie Giratina and the Sky Warrior, then that cave is going to change completely. It's going to change in a way so that way you're able to encounter Regice in that cave, believe it or not. But that's only if you have the event Regigigas. So as for that event was only available back in March of 2009, and as for the Regigigas itself, well, you can only acquire that thing at participating Toys R Us stores in the United States and Puerto Rico. Not that I could anyway, because I was only a kid during that time and I had no idea such an event like that existed, so unfortunately, I never got my hands on that event, Regigigas. But as for Regice, I will be going after Regice later on in the game, as well as the other two Regis. And no, I don't need that event Regigigas in order to encounter them, because I'm going to encounter the Regis the same way I did back in Emerald 386. So that should give you an idea on what I'm going to be doing later on in the game. But that won't be for quite some time. Anyway, we finally made it to Route 216, and as you can see, it's snowing, or hailing. You know, I don't know if Game Freak knows the difference between snow and hail. I mean, the way I see it, in the overworld it's snowing, but whenever you're in any type of battle on this route, the game tells you that it's hailing. So, is it snow or is this hail? I mean, I don't get what's going on. I mean, just now before I got into this battle, I saw somebody skiing, and, well, obviously you're supposed to ski in the snow. But if the game tells me that it's hailing, then is the game trying to convince me that people actually ski in the hail? If so, then that's kind of ridiculous. I mean, I don't see hail all that much, and even if I do, I sure as hell don't see people skiing that stuff. So, yeah, I don't get it. Is this snow or is this hail? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna not think about this anymore because I'm just confusing myself at this point. Okay, well, as you can see, that person over there is skiing in a very questionable manner. Anyway, moving on. So, as for Route 216, as well as the other routes leading up to Snow Point City, which I can't get to right now because at the end of Route 216 there's a blockade preventing me from getting to Route 217 as well as Snow Point City entirely, so currently I can only explore Route 216. So that means I'm going to come back here later on once I've acquired more gym badges, so that way I can explore Route 217. So anyway, as for this route in general, a lot of people have mixed emotions when it comes to this route. Because of two things. One, well, as you saw just a few minutes ago when I was battling that Swinub, whenever you're in any sort of battle on this route, you're going to be dealing with permanent hail all the way until you reach Snow Point City. So yeah, the hail damages you at the end of every turn, unless of course you're an ice type. So, yeah, you're going to be dealing with that until you reach Snow Point City. However, there are a few ways around this. Either you can have your very own ice type, which I'm not really sure is possible up until this point because I don't recall encountering any ice types before I reached Route 216. However, I do recall somebody in Oldbrook City wanted to trade Ponyta for Spheal, so yeah, I guess that's one way you could avoid the hail damage. But other than that, I don't remember encountering any ice types before reaching Route 216. Although, I have a suspicion that maybe Smoochum can be found in another route other than Route 216, although I'm not really sure if that's true or not. Anyway, another way you could avoid taking damage from the hail is if you bring a Pokemon with one of these two abilities, either Cloud9 or Magikarp. Cloud9 is great and everything, it cancels out the effects of weather. However, Cloud9 also cancels out the effects of certain abilities that activate during the weather, like say Blizzard being 100% accurate in the hail because, well, obviously I'm in a snowy climate, so it's only fitting that I mention that kind of scenario. So yeah, that might complicate your decision. Me personally, I guess I would go with Magikarp because that's going to ensure that I won't take any damage from indirect hits. But that's just me. Feel free to dodge the hail however you like. Also, another reason why not a lot of people like this route, well, yeah, you just saw just a few seconds ago, the snow. As you saw, I was running, but I won't be able to do that forever because, well, the snow is going to get deep to a point where I can only walk. But that's not the worst part. The worst part about that is the snow is going to get a lot deeper to a point where I am going to move very slowly, and that is absolutely ridiculous. I don't know why this was programmed into the game. I mean, the majority of us deal with stuff like this in real life, no denying that. But for us to deal with something like this in a video game, yeah, that just completely boggles my mind. So yeah, every now and then, I won't be able to run because the snow is just way too deep. But I'm only going to be dealing with this temporarily because I can't go to Route 217 quite yet. Oh yeah, and another thing. You can't use your bike at all on this route. But in my opinion, you should be able to use your bike on the staircases on this route, or maybe the bridges, but unfortunately that's not the case either. Well, for one thing, maybe the bridges have ice on them, and trying to ride a bike on an icy surface is not a good idea because, yeah, you risk hurting yourself. So, yeah, you have no means of riding your bicycle at all on this route or any other route leading up to Snow Point City. So, yeah, as for my feelings about this route in general, well, I guess it's the same as everybody else's opinion. Okay, I don't know if you noticed, but this Ace Trainer, he had a different attire as opposed to the other Ace Trainers. Well, actually, okay, before I get to that, as you can see, I am moving very slowly. Yeah, I'm going to be dealing with that once I eventually go to Route 217. Oh boy, I am not looking forward to that area. But lucky for me, I won't have to tackle that area for quite some time. Anyway, as I was saying, I haven't encountered any Ace Trainers up until this point, but the attire for the Ace Trainers, well, it's not supposed to be that. It's supposed to be something different. I take it the Ace Trainers have updated attires because, well, since they're in a cold climate, it's only fitting that they dress appropriately for the weather. And you know, that kind of makes me think about something. I do remember John and Lucas's attire from Diamond and Pearl, and I have to say, I don't think their attire is appropriate for cold weather like this. I mean, odds are, if you try going in a cold climate while you're lightly dressed, you're going to freeze yourself to death. So, yeah, it's a good thing that both Dawn and Lucas got updated attires when Platinum first came out. But for Dawn's case, maybe Game Freak and Nintendo could have done some work on her attire because you would think that maybe she would be wearing some pants or something. Because, yeah, to me, her legs are fully exposed all the time, and it's not a good idea to go in cold climates with one part of your skin exposed because you risk exposing yourself to frostbite, and I don't think you want that now, do you? So yeah, you would think that maybe she would have her outfit modified from Diamond and Pearl. Well, you're free to do that in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, considering the fact that the clothing store in Fieldstone City replaces the game corner. Okay, I'm going to fight that trainer in just a second, just as soon as I go inside this cabin and heal up. Okay, as you see over there, Gardenia is here, but I'm going to talk to her just as soon as I'm done fighting that skier guy outside. Okay, because given the fact that Torterra doesn't have a whole lot of HP left, yeah, I just want to be on the safe side and not take so much damage to a point where Torterra might die. Okay, so yeah, as I was saying, well, you're free to dress up your character with the appropriate attire for the weather, so that way you don't get the sensation that they're freezing themselves to death. And as for the Ice-type Pokemon found here, well, there is a lot you can choose from as opposed to what you would have been choosing from back in Diamond and Pearl. Okay, so in a game like this, you have stuff like Glaceon, Glalie, Frostlass, Mamoswine, Jinx, and possibly some other ice types that I can't really think of at the moment. But if you were playing Diamond and Pearl, then you're only limited to Weavile and Abomasnow. Weavile, I guess I could work with Weavile, and I have to say, Ice Punch, I guess Ice Punch is a must on Weavile. However, since there were no move tutors in Diamond and Pearl, you were stuck breeding Ice Punch onto Sneasel. But good thing move tutors existed in Platinum, so that way you could just teach Ice Punch to Weavile directly. But as for Abomasnow, well, apparently that thing doesn't have any stats over 100, and the only thing that thing is good for is setting up Hail and nothing else. I mean, I don't see people use that thing all that much, so yeah. Actually, Weavile, on the other hand, Well, Weavile has not so great defenses, but if you could look past that for just a second, I guess Weavile could be a perfect Pokemon for you. But for Abomasnow, yeah, I don't think it's very good. But as for the ice types that maybe I would have considered using in this game, consists of Frostlass and Mamoswine. Mamoswine's 130 base attack, well, I guess that's pretty good. And as for Frostlass, well, it's pretty fast and it's a good special attacker, but yeah, it's pretty frail, just like Weavile. So yeah, once again, that might complicate your decisions. Okay, so once again, I'm going to go heal up because it's important that I be in tip-top shape. Okay, that guy you see over here that I'm about to talk to, he's only here in this game. Okay, so apparently he's trying to hone a powerful ice-type technique. Okay, and I believe he's going to say maybe he could possibly do it if he has 5 badges. Okay, notice how 5 badges is highlighted. So, yeah, once you have 5 badges, you can talk to him again, and he's going to give you a certain item. What's that item? Well, it should be pretty obvious what it is. Okay, what about you? What do you have to say? I don't have thick fat like some Pokemon. That's why I'm bundled up in layers of clothes. Thick clothes, rather. Yes, I do know what thick fat does. It cuts the damage taken from fire and ice type moves in half. Okay, and here is Gardenia at long last. Okay, good thing I didn't have to capture a Snowbird for her because, well, I don't know if you noticed, but I have a huge ice type weakness on me at the moment. Yes, I certainly did. And good thing I didn't have to capture a Snowbird for you. Okay, and she is mentioning that right now. And you know, that reminds me. I seem to remember Gardenia's attire, and that begs the question, you mean to tell me that she came all the way out here in that kind of attire? Are you kidding me? You're gonna freeze your ass off. Okay, now she's gonna go back to her gym now. Don't get frozen on the way back. Okay, now, before I go back to Eternal City, I'm just going to fight this one last trainer over here. Yeah, seriously, I always remember what Gardenia is wearing, and yeah, it just boggles my mind that I'm thinking that she came all the way here dressed like that. Once again, yeah, I don't know what these people are thinking. It's like they have a death wish or something. Okay, well, for one thing, I'm really glad that the Pokemon I'm encountering here are not the same level as Torterra, because, well, if I was playing the original Pokemon Platinum, then I'm pretty sure Torterra's level would be more than 42, that's for sure. But yeah, seeing the Pokemon I'm fighting here and their levels, well, I guess it's just fine. Hopefully I'm not in any sort of danger whatsoever, even though I took quite a few Ice-type moves to the face, such as Ice Shard. Well, it's to be expected because Ice Shard is a priority move. Okay, I was expecting the Scyther to go first because I guess maybe Scyther has some decent speed, but whatever. Okay, so what else does this guy have? Hopefully, something that Torterra can handle. Okay, yes, I know the hail is falling. Oh boy, I'm gonna be dealing with this for who knows how long. Oh, Nuzleaf? You know, why don't I have Murkrow handle this one? Because, well, I'm pretty sure this Nuzleaf doesn't have any Ice-type moves on it. Okay, so I'm pretty confident that Murkrow could take down this Nuzleaf. Oh, Fake Out? Oh, that's annoying. Well, okay then. At least I'm safe knowing that Nuzleaf doesn't have any Ice-type moves on it. What the hell? Yeah, that is pretty annoying. Okay, I don't think Nuzleaf has very good defenses, so this Drill Peck should take it down in one hit. Okay, I was about to say this is the last trainer on Route 216, but that's not true because there's some more trainers on the uppermost area of this route, but I need rock climb in order to fight them, so yeah, that won't be for quite some time. Okay, and now past this point, here are these two guys who are blocking me from going into Route 217. Okay, this way is currently closed right now. The weather is too dangerous for anyone to continue forward. What about you? There's an absolutely crazy blizzard raging on Route 217 right now. Sorry, but we can't let you through here in good conscience. So, you're just gonna stand here until the blizzard goes away? You're gonna freeze your asses off. I mean, does anybody really know when a blizzard is going to stop? Because to be honest, yeah, I'm not really sure if anybody knows that except for meteorologists. Which, these guys are not. Anyway, that's all the time I have for today. Next time, I'm going to go all the way back to Eternal City, and hopefully I'll get to fight Gardenia. See you all next time.